Okay, it is the hottest day in the history of our own universe. I've got some wine with me. It's time for some cozy gaming, so settle in. We're about to play the Blueprints, which I've heard so much about. Hope you enjoy. Like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get into it. That piano. Nice. New game. Very excited. I love a good puzzle. I've loved the likes of Outer Wilds and Tunic and Animal Well. So hopefully this is right up my street. That music is awesome. Is this the Blueprints?
Herbert S. Sinclair of the Mount Holly Estate at Reddington do publish and declare this instrument my last will and testament, and hereby revoke all wills and codicils heretofore made by me.
Codicil.
I give and bequeath to my grandnephew, Simon P. Jones, son of my dear niece, Mary Matthew, all of my right, title, and interest in and to the house and land which I own near Mount Holly. The above provision and bequest is contingent on my aforementioned grandnephew discovering the location of the 46th room of my 45-room estate.
Okay.
The location of the room has been kept a secret from all the staff and servants of the manor, but I am confident that any heir worthy of the Sinclair legacy should have no trouble uncovering its whereabouts within a timely manner. Should my grandnephew fail to uncover this room or provide proof of his discovery to the executors of my will, then this gift shall lapse. In witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand this 18th day of March, 1993. Herbert S. Sinclair.
Blueprints. It's not the Blueprints, it's just Blueprints. No, I'm a handsome, princely guy, but I don't think he's talking about me, is he? Ooh, I love this art style. Yes. Cell shaded with some reflections. Okay. What have we got? Slightly sort of stiff controls, stiff up and down, but maybe it's supposed to be. Okay, it's maybe a bit better. Okay, let's try this. Only open in the event of my death. Next page. Simon, welcome to Mount Holly. You may not remember, but I have fond memories of your many visits here as a young boy, and I hope these rooms provide you with as much amusement as it did in those lost summer days. By the time you read this, I will assume you are fully aware of my last wishes and all the details of the bequest. Please do not mistake my intentions in giving you this challenge as a lack of confidence. I assure you, nothing could have been further from my mind when I chose you as my heir. Oh, that's a lot of reading. With that said, there are a few ground rules for this commission covered in the fine print of my will that I feel I should bring to your attention. No tools or items may be brought onto the estate from outside. Tools and items found on the estate may not be taken off the estate. You may not stay overnight. I don't suspect any of these stipulations should prove an impediment for someone as resourceful as yourself, but it is very important to me that you start fresh each morning and not rely on the success of a previous day. And that's where it has that roguelike quality, doesn't it? It's like a roguelike puzzler. One final word of advice. Do not assume the rooms you find today will be the same rooms you find tomorrow. These grounds have provided me a home for the last half century, and I am uncertain of which room lies beyond any particular door. Your grandmother used to say, don't go where the path leads, abandon the path, and go where you want it to lead. With all my love and wishes, best of luck, Herbert Sinclair. So is it possible that you could just open a door and it would be the 46th? I'm guessing not. Okay. Here's the blueprints. Found the Mount Holly blueprint. This will serve as a useful map and inventory log during your adventures. You may access the blueprint menu by pressing R2. Okay. So we got... Oh, this reminds me of Cluedo so much. We had this old version of Cluedo growing up called Cluedo Super Sleuth, where as you go for each door, you'd pick up a tile, and that tile would then govern what the next room would be. So you'd end up with this really weird mansion, and they looked a bit like this. So we are here as antechamber. So we're at the entrance hall. There's an antechamber, presumably somewhat straight along. Got a call it a day button. From its root meaning, the room before, all signs and paths point towards the antechamber. This mysterious sealed room, resting on the 9th rank, may prove, however, quite an initial challenge to even reach, let alone enter. Still, you can't help but draw a connection between this chamber and room 46. Type, blueprint, objective, rarity not applicable. So we've got different types of rooms. I'm guessing we come across. Okay, cool. Have an inventory. I don't know if this inventory will change with each day, but cool. Let's go. Let's start by just going left. Is there anything else in here? Oh yes, there is. Searching an estate can be exhausting. Each time you enter a room, you will lose one pair of feet. When you no longer have any pair of feet left, you will be too tired to continue searching the manor, and you must call it a day. Okay. What are the other mechanics? Because it's okay if you don't tell me what the mechanics are. I'm sure I can work it out. I am a clever. We've got a Queen of Hearts. Ooh, who is she? And it's the Ace of Spades. Maybe I'll look out there another time. Although I'm sure you can't go out there. Okay, this is very pretty. I can't see myself in the reflection. Look above. Legend of Zelda taught me to look every nook and cranny. So let's try going left. Select a room to draft. Whenever you enter this room, gain 2 feet. Closet, get 2 items. Or a hallway. Oh. So does that mean... Okay, let's try bedroom. Does that mean I will get a bedroom? I will. So I gain an extra 2 feet, which allows me to search for longer. Okay, so we've got this lady. Gorgeous artwork. Okay. Got some prayer beads. The trunk is locked. It is kept by those who made it. The trunk is locked. Origami burb. Okay. Some ancient game consoles. I'm sure that's not what they are. Have a hat. Crowbar. Oh, I'm not supposed to remember this. Okay. Greetings from Reddington. That must be where we are. It's very relaxing. but also very liminal. Okay, let's go through here. So I could go for a storeroom with 1 key, 1 diamond and money, pantry with money, or a hallway. I'm guessing hallways lead to more possibilities, whereas if you spend too long, let's just keep trying it. Storeroom, does it actually come with it? Get to be a storeroom? It does, so it is whatever it says. Not sure what this gold means. We've got a spiral staircase. My guess is that the paintings mean something eventually. Oh, that's a key. Maybe I can open the trunk. A diamond. I've been watching too much Gab Smolders. So, diamond from their repo playthrough. Okay. And then that leads to a dead end. So that's why you maybe want to create... So did it say every time I enter that room? Let's try something whilst I'm at it. So I leave here, go to 50. That goes down. So then, okay, so that replenishes my steps. That's really interesting because it's a bedroom. Use. We have a jewel, some dollar, and another key. Very helpful. Okay. Well, I forced myself into a bit of... Oh, that's look around more quickly. The touchpad, okay. And then room directory. Storeroom. A dedicated storage space filled from one end to end. With a surplus of chairs, carpets, paintings, and a handful of other things that had at one time been in vogue and on display elsewhere in the house. And it said type is a blueprint dead end, a commonplace. Oh, I got rarities. Bedrooms. A familiar room that you may have slept in at some prior visit in the past. Like most bedrooms of the estate, these quarters offer you a little rest and recuperation during your long days exploring the surrounding rooms. Okay. I have a feeling I'm going to like this. And I know this is quite different from my other content, but if you want to come and join me on this journey, I'd love to have you. And let me know if there are any other games that maybe might resonate with me. Because I love action games, I love silly games like Monster Hunter and Borderlands, but I also love a game like this as well. Okay, let's move on. So a guest room. Oh, that's a one-off plus 10. So I probably don't want to just like lock it off there. We've got a nook, which gives us a key. Okay, you must select one, so you don't know what it's going to work out as. So a spare room probably is a way to move you forwards. Okay, and it didn't say that there was anything in here, so okay, let's press on. Pantry gets us more gold. A parlor, which is like a left turn, but has a jigsaw piece. And I'm guessing you don't want to back yourself into a corner. I've got a key, so I'll go for a parlor and see what that is. The gems are on the desk. Gems are in this box. Gems are on the floor. Okay, some sort of puzzle. Yeah, oh, hence the puzzle piece. Okay, great. Dear Herbert, it was a great honour receiving the invitation to dine at your estate with the Oldhams this past Thursday. If I'm being frank, oh, sorry for any outside noise. If I'm being frank, it had been quite a while since we had been seen in decent society, and we were beginning to worry that my wife's wit had come to its charm. Had come to lost its charm. I have no delusions that my company is rival to hers. If I can refresh your memory, we both spent much of that evening discussing our mutual love of games and puzzles, and I had mentioned to you rather singular parlour game I had played some years back involving 3 boxes of different colours. You had pressed me to write with the particulars of this game when I found the time. And I've included with this letter all the details you will need to share the guests should you be inclined to play this confounding game. There will always be at least one box which displays only true statements. There will always be at least one box which displays only false statements. Only one box has a prize within. The other 2 are always empty. Okay, found the key. So, if we're taking it literally, the gems, unless I can crouch, are not on the floor. And unless gems is some sort of metaphor, also not on the desk. So, let's quickly read that again. There will always be at least one box which displays only true statements. So that could be that the gems are in that box. There will always be at least one box. Oh, at least one box with which displays only true statements, and at least one which displays only false statements. So it could mean something more, but there I see no gems on the desk. I see no gems on the floor. So it must be in the box, right? Aha. Very good. Okay, so that was quite literal, but maybe it gets more complicated later on. Maybe we come across rooms that have this. We don't have the explanation, so we just got to roll with it. Whenever you enter the chapel, you lose that. Ooh. The corridor is always left unlocked. Hallway. So what would that do to our blueprint map? That would... Okay, I am very curious then, because the left is going into the storeroom, which does nothing. So I just want to double check that that is the case. Try and get the hang of the rules of this game, you know? Doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked, so that's an interesting rule. Is that the same rule every day then? So it's more likely to be locked, and then it gets boarded up if it goes yes, because if we look at the floor plan, I came in and I was facing that way from the left from the parlour, west, and it was displaying that that would be blocked off at the bottom. One of many nondescript hallways snaking through the estate and providing elegant causeways between more noteworthy destinations that the house has to offer. Oh, I would love to have some winding house one day. And parlour. This cosy lounge, furnished with couches and armchairs, serves as the perfect social setting for receptions and after parties. Consequently, this was one of the most popular rooms for entertaining the late H.S. Sinclair. was known for entertaining, and the late H.S. Sinclair was known to supply a myriad of parlor games to encourage his guests to think and converse. And I'm guessing spare room is nothing in particular. Unfinished, and otherwise unremarkable empty room. If there had at some point been plans for this spare room, it would seem those designs are now long forgotten. So that's probably great if you're needing to go through somewhere, and just like if it came out just before, if you were here and you had the spare feet and you could get it here, then that would be quite good for getting to the antechamber. Let's proceed. Now, I've definitely come across games where things are hidden in plain sight, but I can't remember all the things right now. Chapel again. We don't want that. Oh, some have a gem requirement. Okay, that's interesting. And that looks like it can have an exit going north. And so I think we want that, because the pantry would lead us down. And the chapel, I don't know what that means, but we've got a gem, so we'll go in here. Oh, the music. It's in D major. Okay. This is very grand. Okay, we've got a phone, we've got cassettes, we've got this. Oh, okay, well, let's read this first. Blue memos equals true, red memos equals lies. Ah, so when it said that on a red memo that doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked, that was a lie. Let's quickly open up. It's because it says security. Let's just look at what type of room this is. A control room with state-of-the-art surveillance equipment, inventory system, and access control via an electronic computer terminal. This room is where the estate's patrol guards kick up their feet and thank the stars they are living in a modern era. Type mechanical. Okay. Type permanent. Wait, what does it say about the type for spare room? It just says blueprint. All view inventory of all items currently in the house. Oh, okay. And I guess that's here, is it? Press enter. View estate inventory. Okay. Okay, so I've collected everything I need to. Fruit. Keycard system. Security doors are doors within the estate that can only be unlocked with an electronic keycard. The keycard system is currently operational. Offline mode locked. Security level. Determines the amount of key card security doors that will be deployed in your estate. E.g., you should expect to see 1 or 2 security doors with a low setting or 5 or 6 with high. But what does that mean to do that? Offline mode locked. This mode determines the default setting of security doors will be set to if power is lost during a blackout, for example. As a general safety rule, offline mode should be set to unlocked if any staff are working on the estate. Unlocked. What? Okay. That feels like an important thing to see. Okay, we don't have a terminal password. That seems like a very important thing then. So we have a way out that way. Do we have anything else? Not. Oh, proximity. Okay. Okay, so red is lies. Until further notice, the antechamber has been unlocked, so it has been locked, and access levels are no longer access levels are required to grant entry. Good. Keycard access security doors are more likely to appear in higher ranks of the estate. Likewise, as a redundant security measure, normal doors in the estate will also be more likely to be locked as you progress north. Okay, so you want to keep a hold of your keys. Okay. Staff notice. Effective the first week of December, payroll for all live out and seasonal staff will be managed electronically, as your attendance will no longer be registered at morning roll call. It is doubly important that you do not fail to clock in and out at least at one of the electronic computer terminals on the estate. 2 of these terminals can be found at security, where the punch clock used to be, and in the laboratory. Any questions or concerns regarding this process should be directed, as always, to House Manager Mr. Babbage. Terminal password has been scratched out. Great. We don't have a system. Don't have the code for that. Okay, let's progress north. Okay, so you get like bad rooms, well, dark rooms that are red come with some sort of drawback. Furnace sounds bad because that sounds like you're just giving yourself a high chance for another dark room. Okay. Blueprint map, and we do want to be heading north or east. It looks like the garage is a dead end. Yes. So in order to keep on, let's go with the dark room. Okay, well, it's literally a dark room now. And I'm assuming this isn't a horror game. I mean, it's a bit creepy, but... Is there anything? There's nothing obvious to pick up. Considering it's a dark room? Yeah. So that's as it goes north. Let's go for it. Oh, you literally cannot see the rooms. Let's go for one with a gem requirement. Okay. And it's a dead end. That's great. Let's see what I've got. Launder currency. Okay. A standard hub of... Oh, it's a rare. A standard hub of domestic toil complete with washers, dryers and state-of-the-art steam-powered unit leveraging the newly installed steam ducts leading from the boiler room. Despite its innocent appearance, this inconspicuous space is rumoured to be laundering more than just linen. Okay. Okay, so we've got a symbol there. I'm guessing that does something for our money. Doesn't appear to be much more, so let's see what this does. Oh. This service costs this and will exchange all your gems with all these. So that's, I'm guessing, remaining after you spent the money. All your keys with all your gems, so that's where converting for keys. All your keys with all your gold. Okay, so that gets you lots of gold, but it costs a lot. Lots of keys, but it costs you a lot. I'm guessing I can come back if I get more. Oh, that's a 2 gem requirement. Yeah, this was definitely a rough one. And now that I've activated this, I can't go back to the other space. Okay, I need to be more careful of that in the future. Let's go with I am curious about this 2 gem requirement one. Oh. What was the point of this? Passageway. Oh, I see. It's probably good because it is the across, so it always links into something else. A long cramped series of unfinished passages used primarily by the servant staff to traverse the estate quickly. That makes sense. That makes sense as to why it's a 2 gem cost. Locked, great. What's going to have to pantry? Whenever you draft a bedroom, game 5. Okay. Locksmith, keys for sale. Right, okay. Pantry it is then. Pick up some dollar. Bridget, please pick up some more fruit before Friday, as we have just been informed that we may have an extra guest exploring the house next week. 50 steps should be more than enough. So I think this bread would be ideal. 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. The enclosed amount should cover expenses, but please bring back any change from the order and leave it in the pantry. So if we find 5 apples, 5 bananas and 5 oranges, bring it back here. We'll get an extra 50 steps. One apple. Which in itself gives 2 steps. Okay. And it could have been that there were things in that dark room that I just wasn't looking quick enough when it appeared. Okay. Yeah, and then the hallway got blocked off. We've got a passageway that can go north, and pantry will just go north. Closet, 2 items. Guest bedroom, which sadly gets you plus 10, but sends you back the other way. Oh, that's annoying. What do the 2 items do versus what does the guest bedroom do? Because the guest bedroom, I'd still have to walk backwards anyway. That saves me because I've now just reached a dead end. I can't do this. Closet, 2 items. I don't know what items are at the moment. So in the future, I guess I might, if the items don't turn out that it could be something really powerful, then this guest bedrooms means that I can at least recover back. But since this is my first run, I should look up what the items are. A key. And a hammer. Oh, okay. Can shatter padlocks on locked trunks. Okay. So, I guess... Oh, we've got a key, so I can go for the passageway and go up north. And that might be worth it. Because I'm now no longer at a dead end, technically. And that would save going all the way back to the entrance hall, which is my only way forward. Alright. Use. A corridor is always left unlocked. While drafting, you will no longer be able to see all 3 of the potential floor plans. Yeah. And it doesn't look like the furnace particularly goes anywhere. I'm guessing red appears more as you go further north. You know, honestly, I'm loving this. That seems safe. The corridor seems like a way of buying yourself a little bit of time, essentially to redraft, yet still progress. So I'm going to go with that. Please don't be locked. Okay. Oh yes, and it will always be unlocked. Lavatory seems to be a dead end of some sort, but maybe there's something more to it. Drawing room allows you to draw new floor plans while drafting in this room, so gives you a reroll. Guest bedroom. No, it's gotta be... Oh, I can't do that though. Guest bedroom, the gimmick is obvious. Is lavatory literally just a dead end? If so, I've probably messed up, because even the guest bedroom gives you plus 10. Let's see what the lavatory does. It might just be a dead end. I suspect it is. And that's probably a thing that you don't want to ever draw. Alright, well, that's not the end of the world. Ooh, water. This is such a gorgeous art style. Yeah, okay. So I have to go all the way back to the entrance hall. But let's go down to security and go downwards. And just see what happens. Or den gets me a gem. Food for sale in the kitchen. That just progresses me on, but there's not a lot more. So let's go to the den. Oh, I want a den. I want a house with a den. That'd be great. Look at this place. Look at this aesthetic. Look at these geese. Look at these very geese. Anyway, I'll calm down. Got ourselves one of these. This giant pawn. There's a breaker box. 4 items in the walk-in closet. Oh, in your entire house. So that affects the entire house. Well, this is going to be a dead end anyway. I guess that's 4 items. I want to know what a breaker box does though. Oh, does that turn off the keycard system? And then chimneys. Oh, that's interesting. So does that mean that now if I go back to the dark room it will be different? Yes, it's turned on. Does that mean I can now see stuff in there? Does that mean that there's anything in here? Oh no, it probably does. Oh wait. Oh, that is eerie. Okay. People taking selfies. And there's a key card. Although, did I just turn that off? I think I did. I wonder if there's clues in this. Seen her. So yeah, that was worth going to see. Just get an idea of what the rooms do. You know? Yeah, you know. You're clever. The guy on the left doesn't want to be with the guy on the right. Oh. The music's so eerie. This again. I bet these all have some significance at some point. So turning on the dark room makes it so that you can access stuff in it. Makes sense. But that is all now closed off. So I have to go down, 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 down. Can I do something here now? Well, the keycard system is offline. Okay, I don't have a password yet. So it's always about chance, but you've got to kind of strategize your way through with the luck that you're given. So 24. So 25. Yeah, okay, so that doesn't necessarily do much. So you go to 24, 25. That more just stalls so that you can. That's what a bedroom does, like this. It doesn't like replenish your steps. It means that it stalls, so you could lay one down to help you kind of keep going, perhaps. Alright, let's see what's over here. This room has a 2-bedroom conference room. So a courtyard. Let's not use my gems just yet. Whenever items would be spread throughout the house, they are placed in this room instead. So does that collate what things you might have missed, or things you can't go back for? Because I'm guessing there won't be anything here. Oh, hello. Reminder, after meeting adjourns, take all conference notes and place them in the office safe. Safe code, that is not true. It's not 9083. And would I not have known that if it wasn't for getting into that security room, which seems very powerful? Okay. Anything else around here? Spreading items. Some special rooms allow you to spread items throughout your house. When items are spread, they are immediately placed in several of the rooms currently in your estate. However, if you have a conference room, spread items are gathered into that room instead. Alright. So when you get that option, you can send it over. They will instead collate in the conference room, and therefore you can go to that place to pick them all up. Do I want to draw the extremities first? Maybe. Guest room, +10. That would be a nice place for it. A boudoir just acts as a corner. Wine cellar. Ooh. Those are some good ones. For now, I think I want the extra 10. This cozy ass place. Oh, Sinclair, just wanted to write a quick note thanking you for the weekend. I had a thrilling time on the hunt with Lord Everson, whose peculiar personality somewhat made up for your absence. I also got to appreciate your new game in the billiard room. It's been ages since I've seen the billiard room in the house. I was beginning to suspect you retired the floor plan. It was well worth the wait though, as you always enjoyed your mathematical puzzles and appreciated that I didn't need to know the rules of darts to play your variation. Okay, so that's a clue potentially for later, but that might reset. Key. Nice. So it didn't tell me that there was a key in here. So there can still be keys and other items. I feel like this is quite a good one just to have in the corner here. Small room maintained and kept available for accommodating weekend guests and impromptu visitors who will find themselves compelled to stay the night. Okay, I've been through quite a lot of things, but that's okay. Dark room, a room dedicated to photo processing, development and printmaking. This room is outfitted with safe lights, which provide red illumination to which the photographic material is insensitive. However, due to faulty installation, the safe lights often overload the circuit capacity and blow a fuse. Hence why that happened. Okay, great. Keeping an eye on the time. Okay. Don't think there's anything else here. Check all around me. It's one of those things though, I guess if you've played the game before, you might be screaming like, check the thing, you can do the thing. But that doesn't become... There's always things in games that don't become apparent until later on. Please don't be a key door. Good boy. Each day a meal is served in the dining room after rank 8 has been reached. I am rank 1. Okay. A boudoir. That moves me on that way and that way. This one has a gem requirement. That's perfect. Because that would give... Oh no, yes. No, that's not perfect. A boudoir... Either way is a gamble. Either way, I've got to go in a direction. Boudoir would force me to the side. That would force me forwards. You know, I don't know what's coming up, so I have to kind of go... I still want to keep my gem. Let's go with the boudoir. Oh. Bat. Oh, we've got a save. But we don't have the correct number yet. The safe is wrapped up. Okay, let's move on. Good. A nook will not work. Bunk room. No, that's it. I can't go any further. Okay. Yeah, I can't have known what would come, so just go for a terrace, and then that would mean that I'm all done. It gets me a nana. Okay, so I think that means, since I have no routes on my floor plan over here to get further up, yeah, that's it. Alright. I don't think drafting a bedroom early is particularly great. Certainly not a bedroom into a dead end, because you want to use a bedroom as a through place. Okay, great. You know what? We're going to call it a day there. And we're going to call it a day on this episode. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. Very chilled out and relaxed atmosphere is the aim. What happens when I call it a day? Let's just see what that's like. Tomorrow you'll wake and find the room of the estates as well as your current inventory will have been reset. Call it. I have enjoyed this. Oh, I reached rank 6. I didn't realise that. Steps taken 46, items found 2. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I'll catch you on the other side.